Good evening. Welcome to another exciting edition of So Into Bourbon. I'm Glenn. This is Charlie. Charlie, usually this is where I ask you to tell everyone what's on the bar tonight, but you do not know.
We're brown bagging it.
We're brown bagging it. This is a blind for Charlie.
Again.
Stick around, see what it is. Okay, Charlie, so I've got another blind for you, and this is something I just kind of saw in the store one day. You ever do that where you're in the store and you're just looking around and something pops up and it's something that you wouldn't normally buy?
Is it rat poison?
Or even think about buying, but you see it and it's like a good price and you're like, screw it. I'll blind Charlie with it.
Is it barrel-aged Clorox?
No, it's acid.
Yes, finally.
That's what I prefer when I blind people.
I love doing blinds, and I very seldom get to do them unless you do them for me, because when people come over to my house, usually, and I don't know if that's how it works for you.
People don't come to my house.
Well, when people wander, I'm sorry about that, it's a personal problem. But when people come over, they're like, oh, pour me. Well, kudos to you, sir. I'm always the one pouring them something and be like, tell me what you think of this, and taking their misconceptions or their preconceived notions out of it. So I enjoy doing blinds. You should do more blinds if you enjoy bourbon. So
yes, so there was one little factoid that I thought I would supply for you before we start here, unless you want to go completely blind. I'm going to leave that up to you.
I'll take the factoid. I'll take whatever I can get.
I will tell you.
Because last time, if you watched our last blind episode, I said bourbon, 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 bourbon 26 times, classic bourbon, and it was a rye.
And I kind of feel sorry for you, so.
As he edited it to make me look ridiculous. But yeah, give me the factoid.
The factoid is, this is a high rye product.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. So color. It is very light in color.
Very light.
You can see that. It is very light.
It's almost like a even light for an iced tea.
Yeah, I will tell you, I have a bottle of barrel-aged gin here that is darker than this. So not necessarily condemning. It does put a nice ring and is pretty viscous in the glass. It is very oily, which is intriguing. So I'm going to nose it now. We're nosing.
Let's nose.
Interesting.
What do you think? What are you picking up?
Crafty. Not a lot of ethanol at all. But it had. Don't sing on camera. We're going to lose subscribers. I can hear them running. Grassy. I don't get a ton of rye spice. Maybe just a little tickle there. But it's kind of sweet. The thing I keep, there's a little bit more sweet corn there.
A little floral.
A little floral.
Very delicate, isn't it?
Delicate. Kind of, I get like almost a hay or a cut grass on that, which I've been getting that note a lot lately.
You have.
I think I'm having a stroke.
I think maybe you've cut the grass too much. But I get that. I'll go with you on that one.
There's no brown sugar. There's no cinnamon. There's no burnt sugar. There's no real oak.
And honestly, I don't get
a ton. I don't get much rye at all.
I mean,
it is a delicate.
Just a little bit of a tickle.
it is a delicate, pleasing nose. I mean, all right, let's
taste it.
Let's see what happens.
Cheers, brother. It's got much more going on the palate than it does on the nose, doesn't it?
Yes. Is that Scotch?
Is this 20 questions?
Well, I'm just going to ask, is that Scotch? Because it drinks like a Scotch.
Yeah. Congratulations. You picked it. It is a Scotch.
Yes! My first time ever. Yeah!
What do you think of it?
I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. It has a really nice, what you want in a nice Scotch, which is flavorful. I'm not a big peaty guy. I don't like peaty scotches typically. I like this one. I'm assuming it's 80 proof. 80, 90 proof. It doesn't drink very much.
I believe it's 90.
Okay, 80, 90 proof. Let's say 90 proof. Very sippable, gives you that nice kind of malty, but it does have that little something
Got that little rye
extra,
kick.
a little rye kick.
I think it comes through on the finish.
Yeah, definitely on like mid palate and finish,
Yeah.
like the middle of my tongue just gets this nice, it's very, and I think you said the word on it, delicate.
Delicate.
This is a very nice, delicate sipper. The nose all of a sudden makes sense.
Would you like to know what it is?
How much was it?
You tell me.
No,
Take a guess.
No, this last time we can't keep making up rules.
You take a guess.
You told me that it was how much it was and told me to rate it based on the price. Last time.
Okay, so we're going to rate it?
Yes, that's what I would like to do if it's okay with
This
you.
is sub $40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
$33.99.
Okay.
$32.99.
I would rank this a solid. Let me say this. It's not super complex. It's easy drinking. It's nice.
It's got a nice long finish.
It really does have a nice long finish. There's not a lot of complexity. It's not something that I would reach for consistently, but if I'm in one of those kind of Scotch moods where I wanted something nice, I'm going to use this term loosely. Refreshing.
Yeah.
It's
super sippable.
Yes, very sippable, even over a big ice cube, something when it's really hot and you're like, I really don't need 128 proof bourbon. I like this one. So I will give this a 6.125. I'll give it a 6.125. I like this one.
Let's do the big reveal.
Big reveal.
Come here. Never mind. This is Johnny Walker High Rye. I had never seen this before. It's been out since 2021.
Didn't know this was a thing. I don't know if I've ever
I
seen
didn't either.
this. Look at that.
$32.99 at Meyer.
Look
This
at that.
is, of course, Johnny Walker. It's non-age stated, aged in first fill and second fill American oak. Mash bill is rye, barley, and wheat, and it's at least 60% rye.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, not bad, is it?
I tell you what, we have done a Scotch episode, and I think we should link that one into this one. Scotch is pretty cool. It's bourbon is intimidating enough. Scotch is really intimidating because it has such a long pedigree. I mean, they've been making, some of the Scotch brands on the market have been around longer than America has been a country. But this is a very approachable one. I think this is, if you're thinking about like, hey, I'd like to try one, this is a great one to start with.
Yeah, so Johnny Walker, of course, been around for over 200 years. Or Scotland, they've been using rye and whiskeys in Scotland since at least 1784. And so basically the idea behind this one was to take the Johnny Walker Black, the building blocks of that, and make it a high rye mash bill. And they've kind of married the two together. And pretty pleasant. Pleasant sipper.
I think this is exactly what you want. You know, if you're building a bar, right? And hey, I need to snag a Scotch. I'm not really a Scotch guy, but I want to have something on the bar. That's a great one. Like you said, $33, nice little easy sipper. Be great in cocktails.
Yes.
Give a nice smoky.
It's great that you said that because that was in my notes here that they said this was great to sip neat or it holds up in cocktails.
Great in cocktails. And is this 90 proof? Is it really 90 proof? 90 proof. That's really impressed by that. I will stand by my rating, 6.125. I like that one.
And I'm not a Scotch guy. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So this is the first time you've had it as well.
First time I've had it.
You rate it.
I don't feel right rating a Scotch just because my experience drinking Scotch is little to none.
Then rate it for what it is. Just
for a $33 for a $33 bottle of whiskey, I'll give it a 6. It's above average. It's not unpleasant at all. There's nothing about this that I don't like. There's nothing I hate about it.
I find it that rye finish, the middle of my tongue, like the middle of my tongue from the end to the back, just has this nice little kind of sizzle on it. I don't know how to describe it. Like it just a little bit of that rye tingle. Everything is very delicate, but it's one of those pours where you're like, I think I want another drink of that. Like it's one you keep, like, that's a crushable bottle. I would put a hurt on that bottle in the right environment.
That's a bottle that people who aren't even really whiskey drinkers might actually enjoy.
Yeah, very nice. And like you said, $33, worth picking up. Let us know in the comments if you've dipped into the world of Scotch and if there's anything maybe we should be on the lookout for, especially starter Scotches.
Sorry.
Shut up, Glenn. And also, you should follow us on our socials. So Into Bourbon on Instagram, Facebook, and follow Glenn on TikTok.
Whiskey Realtor on TikTok, and as always, buy merch.
Oh yeah,
linked in the comments below. Linked on the main page.
These beautiful
t-shirt.
shirts, golf towels, hats.
Yes,
many things.
And more importantly, keep those wallets loose
and your bungholes so tight. Good night, everyone.
So creepy.
Johnny Walker. Peace out. Keep on walking.
All right. Testing.
Chicken,
1, 2, 3.
waffle.
Test.
Waffle and chicken.
I think we're good. Fuck.
Don't know what we're doing. We're recording.
We're gonna
So Into Bourbon.
step right up and
Shut up.
step right in.
I'm not stepping in it. You step in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3.